Deprogrammed. Hello, my name is Justin Wilson, and tonight we are talking about Stone Temple Pilots is the name of the band, Justin. You can talk, you do lots of it. Hey, so how's everybody doing? Before I switch and introduce you to the panel, I gotta hawk some stuff. Hey, look. We've still got like a handful of the original Double Middle Fingers t-shirts. Like to get rid of those so we can get the next run, the next design in. So $20, I'm just saying, buy yourself a shirt, help us out in the meantime. That would be awesome. So if you can do that, do that. You can go to radiofradio.com/shop or just reach out to us, man. Like I've got them in studio here today, actually. Also, we've got a couple of T-Fury shirts that we got back in the day that... if you're feeling super generous, $15, donate it to the to radiofradio.com/donate, and $15, and you can have one of these shirts. There's the New Yorker with Bender on it. There's a banana stand from Arrested Development with Mr. Manager on it, and there is one Spatula City, and also there's Your Music Show sweatpants. So there's only 5 of those. When those 5 are gone, they are gone for good. It's done. It's over. No more of those ever again. And, you know, if you're just feeling super generous and you don't want anything in return, radiofradio.com/donate. You can, any amount will help. Will help out greatly. Or, you know, if you're in for the long haul, you really dig what's happening here, patreon.com/radiofreeradio. There's so many ways to help us out. If you're even, let's take it even lower. If you don't have money, you don't have time to donate, hit that share button for any of the shows that you see coming out from here, because that helps too. Let's raise some awareness. And today we're going to raise some awareness on some Stone Temple Pilots. Let me bring in the guys here. You guys may know them collectively as the Pissed Guys. Thursdays here on Radio Free Radio. James and Corey joining me to talk Stone Temple Pilots. How you guys doing tonight?
What's up, man? Look at you plugging stuff over there, man.
I don't know if you guys notice.
This guy.
I'm professional.
Yeah, he's professional until he gets to Tone Temple Lipitz.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. That was a well, because I'm doing video stuff over here now too. Like I'm trying to up the video game on a one-man show,
right?
And it's definitely better. Just here's one thing I need to do better at. I need to make sure I'm looking right here at the camera or to you guys. Yeah. I keep looking down at the screen. Hi. I'm looking at nothing. I need to look at you guys.
Right.
This one's been in the works for a while.
Yes.
I mean, like, I feel like November. Initially, it was going to be the 3 of us.
Yep.
And then DJ said he wanted to do it, but then we couldn't line up the schedules.
Yeah.
And then he backed out. And then I was like, well, and actually for a little while there, we couldn't because James was busy on Tuesdays.
Yeah, right. I was doing a whole bunch of
indisposed.
Stuff, so. Yeah.
But it's finally here. And you know what? This was actually, I don't want to say it was easy because there came a point where it got difficult. But like, I got it down to 29, like no problem.
Wow.
I just went through and I'm just like, gone. Well,
right.
I made room for radio ones that I normally wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's Stone Temple Pilots.
And because they have such a short list,
right.
Even though they have, 6 albums. It's still, they don't have any like 15 and 16 hitters like, you might get from like the Chili Peppers, right. Or you might get from an Audio Slave or a Pearl Jam. It's one of those, they've got a lot of, there's no live stuff.
Mm-mm.
There's only a couple songs that are like only a minute and a half, and then everything else is like solid 3, 4 minute, 5 minute songs.
There's a couple of jammers that get out to the 8-minute mark.
Yeah.
But like it's few and far between. Mm-hmm. But I mean, definitely going through the discography, they have this iconic sound to them. Yep. And I've never disliked Stone Temple Pilots, but they've always been on a back burner for me. Like right. I've enjoyed most of the radio songs, and I've had Tiny Music for like ever, and I've always loved Tiny Music, but I never dove into any of the other stuff. And like listening to like the rest of the records, it's just like, man, they really do have this like this big rock sound, and. It was just nice to kind of explore what they do. Now, the problem with that being, not Days of the Week, Shangri-La-Di-Da.
Yes.
and self-titled Stone Temple Pilots. Both good records in their own right.
Yep.
And both definitively Stone Temple Pilots records.
Yes.
But they pale in comparison to the first four, in my humble opinion.
They're different.
There's some scorchers in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can really see, you're looking at the discography, so you can see the evolution of what they kind of were when they, they're self-titled, and then Shangri-La-Di-Da. It's just different. And it's not different in a bad way. It's just different.
It's just different. It's not what you come to expect. And like I said, like those are definitively Stone Temple Pilots. It's not like some of these bands you get to their newer stuff in their discography and it's like, nah, man. Like we did the Afghan Wigs a couple months ago, and their last record before they just released a new one, but the one before that, everybody I was on the panel with that's not an Afghan Wigs record.
Yeah, who is this? Late. It doesn't sound like any of the other records at all.
And so, Green Day did that too. Like, I feel like some of their newer records don't sound like Green Day records.
Right.
And it's nice to have that common thread of big loud rock band for Stone Temple Pilots. And I'm a simple dude. I am a simple dude. If you hit me with big rock tunes, you are going to have me on some level. I will never hate you if you do big rock tunes. You may not ever be my favorite band, and you may not climb, but like a big rock tune is going to at some level grab me and make me gravitate to your band.
Yeah.
I'm simple.
And there are, like you were saying, a lot of bands, I think what it is over time after they've been around, like, hey, let's reinvent ourselves. Whereas with STP, they, like you were saying, they maintained their signature. They had a sound that was their own, and they maintained that from the jump all the way until the end. So it's one of those things where they didn't change. They didn't bother to reinvent themselves because realistically there was no need to.
Oh, no, not at all. And why reinvent the wheel?
Right.
I mean, if it's still working, I mean, the wheel worked so much that when Scott was having some problems, the rest of the band formed Talk Show.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Talk Show, that's a Stone Temple Pilots record without Scott Weiland. I mean, 100%. And I mean, I think it was meant as a slap in the face to Scott, like, we can do this without you.
Yeah. Get your shit together.
Get your shit together. But I mean, I love that record because it's a Stone Temple Pilots record.
Yeah.
It's great. And then, like, I think just before Scott passed, weren't they touring with Chester from Linkin Park?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know if they recorded anything, but I remember seeing, and I actually kind of liked it.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
And I hate Linkin Park, but with them backing him,
they just it's a simple formula.
Yep.
Big rock tunes.
Exactly.
And I saw them live. I couldn't tell you what year it was now, but
that 1 year
back in the day.
It was back in the day. It was at the Norva, and it was the first sold out show I've ever been to. So it was like one of these shoulder to shoulder shows,
packed. Yeah,
and like I was blown away by their presence. And Scott, he was clearly on something again, but like all over the place, and just what a performer that dude was.
Yes.
Did you guys get a chance to see them live?
Never saw him live in person. Now, seen videos and everything like that, but never got a chance to see him live in person.
There's just I hate that I'm repeating myself so much, but God, I think a lot of rock bands are trying to reinvent the wheel. They're trying to just turn your guitar up.
Exactly. Stick to what works.
Three chords, you're great.
Stick to what works.
Have some decent solos in there. Have a big drum sound. Have a nice chug-a-lug bass occasionally.
Yeah.
Turn your guitar up.
Do a thing.
Do a thing. And I mean, obviously it helps that Scott Weiland is a unique voice and an undeniably incredible performer.
Yes.
When he passed, did it hit you guys hard or?
Not hard, but it's one of those things as a band you grow up with, and obviously, like you said, his history was well known. So when you've got somebody who has that, has those vices, is it really a surprise when they go before their time, so to speak? Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's a bummer, but is it one of those things with that breaks you up? Not a ton. It sucks, but
I didn't cry about losing Scott Weiland.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, there will be famous people who go that, like Billy Corgan when he goes.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
going to hit me hard.
Well, I think for me it was because we just had the passing of Chris Cornell.
That one hit harder.
Everyone really. I think it was because of the fact that Chris was for so long clean.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just out of the, like, they were starting to hit their stride. They were doing a tour, and then out of the blue, it was just like this happened. But I think, you know, for me, Scott's was a little bit harder because STP is one of my more up there bands.
Right.
So I love Audioslave and I love Soundgarden, but it's STP is that grunge sound for me for the 90s. And it really... It's really funny that I'm looking at it, and I was thinking in the car on the way here today, I was like, you know what? How many 90s grunge bands or hard rock bands have we lost with significant lead singers? You've got Chris Cornell, you've got Scott, you've got from Alice in Chains, the hell's his name?
Lane?
Yeah,
Lane Staley?
From Alice in Chains. You've got Kurt Cobain from Nirvana. All of those guys are significant, and I'm like, how many do we have left? Shit.
Yeah.
We've got Eddie Vedder and we've got Dave Grohl. And
I
then,
don't think they're going anywhere.
hopefully not.
I think they're. I would. Those would be shockers for me. Dave Grohl would hit hard. Eddie Vedder, not so much. I know a lot of people are on some Pearl. I'm not anti Pearl Jam, and eventually we'll get to a Pearl Jam episode of this.
But it's just Pearl Jam.
It's just they're just
After
Pearl
a
Jam
while,
at this
they
point.
get-
Just real quickly, Vincent says, echoes my sentiment. Just turn your guitar up. Exactly. And he also asks, who's better, Stone Temple Pilots or Velvet Revolver? See, that's a tough one. Like, I've seen both live, actually. That's crazy. On one hand, like, you have to give it to Velvet Revolver. I love me some Slash. And those loud guitars. But, like, like, Velvet Revolver, I don't want to say more complicated, but they are slightly more complicated than what STP does.
Yeah.
That and the lyrics, I think, because Scott's always had this way of making you go, what the fuck? What? Did he just say that?
Yeah.
Yes, he just said that. And any... You can almost see the phases of the substances in the lyrics because he had a hand in a lot of the lyricism that was in their songs.
Right.
So you could see kind of the progression of just how crazy his brain got at some points.
Yeah.
And it's not quite Beck. What? You're not putting weird monkeys with termites, but it's close.
Freshie says, I love Slash too. Am I right? Totally. I also find it funny, Vince, like I said, Vincent echoed my Just Turn Your Guitar Up. Exactly. It's funny. He was in a band called Piscetti, and they played at, I had them play at a show at Old Town Tavern in Hampton.
Yeah.
And I told him to turn his guitar down. Now, that wasn't because for me, I love that. Right. I love that big loud sound, but people others there wanted to hear the vocals, and I'm like, okay, I'll ask.
Right, see how it goes.
And he was right. He said, nah, man, this is just kind of what we do, and he was right.
Yeah.
And they didn't turn down, and it was awesome. I love me some Piscetti.
Such an awesome name.
Isn't it, though?
That's such a good name.
It's simple, but I miss them. They were punk rock. Like a mother.
There goes my pen.
Oh, man. Hopefully, I see Nick Papa G just liked the video that we shared. Hopefully he's in here checking it out, because I'm dying to get him in here to do one of these shows.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I love me some Nick Papa G. So, again, we're doing the Stone Temple Pilots tonight, and I hate saying that it was easy, because that makes it sound like there was no gut-wrenching decisions.
Right.
There were. And, like, I played the game a lot. But, like, there was a handful of radio songs that I just couldn't let go.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. Because even the ones that a player like me, you would think, would immediately cut that song.
Right.
I didn't, because you listen to it and it's like, man, that's iconic. That's iconic. Exactly. Stone Temple Pilots. I cannot cut this.
Well, here's the other thing too is once we get into it, that's when it's going to start.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of songs that we're just going to have to go. We're going to have to grit our teeth and bear it, because they all sound like STP.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So we're going to have to grit our teeth and bear it and cut off a couple of limbs that we particularly didn't want to lose.
See, and see, that's the one thing I kept coming in onto, and that's why it was easy to lose. That's how I got down to 29 so easy, because that's how it was easy to lose songs from Shangri-La-Di-Da and Stone Temple Pilots, because I'm like, yeah, these are Stone Temple Pilots songs. These are good songs, but like I can get that in all the early records, and I'd rather turn people onto that
from the early.
So that's what I kept running up to.
Yeah, and this is the first one that I've done where I felt comfortable with leaving some of the FM rotation stuff in. Like I'm going through and I'm like, damn, I got a lot of radio stuff up here, man. But I was looking at it and I felt comfortable having it in there.
Because they're good.
Exactly.
Well, and the thing I found is that some of them were radio tunes, but they haven't survived. Like some of them are still getting
some
play.
Decent airtime, yeah.
But a lot of them were getting played back then, in the day.
And they're gone now.
Exactly.
And I was like, you know what? I haven't heard this in a while. I love this song. It's staying.
Right, exactly.
So the name of the game is Deprogrammed, folks. And you know, before we hop in, if you head on over to the Deprogrammed Radio Free Radio page, check out the list. Because I see a lot of new faces in here. Vince, I'm talking to you. If you want to come on the show and talk about a band, just sign up, man. Like it's as simple as that. Say I want to do this show, and we will make it happen.
Holla!
It's a really good time delving into these bands and talking about them. It's a lot of fun.
It is. And you can even suggest bands.
Yeah. And, you know, like eventually we'll get to them. Like Queen has been sitting on the back shelf for a while. Eventually we'll get to Queen.
Good.
Stone Temple Pilots has been on the shelf for a while. We finally got to them.
Not so good.
So the name of the game is Deprogrammed. And what we do is everybody on the panel gets together, takes the discography, pulls out 20 songs from it. We're going to try to match up our lists. Anything that is on all three of our lists is automatically in to the 10-song starter kit for Stone Temple Pilots. That's an automatic. Anything that's on two of our lists will come back later for a discussion that will help us whittle down to the 10. So, that being said, I don't know if this is one with a bullet, but this is the one I always go back to. This was a radio song. I don't necessarily see it as iconic, but it's definitely Stone Temple Pilots. And I still love it every time I hear it. I'm going Tumble in the Rough.
No, don't have it.
No, I think that was one of my cuts.
Oh, the kid's striking out early.
Yeah, that was one of my cuts because it's one of those things. Is while it was a radio song,
so what?
Yeah.
So what?
It doesn't hit for me. Justin cares not. Still doesn't care.
Okay.
0 for 1.
0 for 1. What are you going to do?
It happens.
2 weeks in a row I led with my heart instead of my brain, and I just stomped on.
Oh, this guy.
It's okay. All right, James.
I'm going to do the complete thing that you said not to do. I'm going to go to the self-titled album because this, even though it's the very first song on the very first album, but it speaks Stone Temple Pilots. Mm-hmm. It just is. And if you listen to it, it's just right out of the gate. You get the voice, you get the guitar, you get the drums, you get everything that you want out of an STP song. So I'm going between the lines.
I got it.
Do you got it, Corey?
Remember when we used to take drugs?
But it gets through.
Yeah, yep. We're in the discussion with that one. All right.
We used to take. Remember when we used to take drugs? That is STP all over.
Exactly. The lyrics are just, hello, Scott.
Plus again,
I see you.
Plus, again, I'm a track one guy. So, right out of the bat, you're hitting me with that. You're hitting me with high energy Stone Temple Pilots and Scott Weiland right on the nose.
Yeah.
So, yeah, totally. I'm there.
Bamf.
All right, Corey.
All right.
Where are you going?
I am going to stay on self-titled and go with Take a Load Off.
I don't.
I double cross.
Yay, nay?
I don't think so, dude.
0 for 1.
Take a load off, right?
Yep.
No, that was another one of my cuts.
All right. I'm going to go here. This is iconic song. This is the one that I could not bring myself to take off. I kept going back to it, and I'm like, yeah, but it's like been played so many times, and then like I listened to it, and I'm like, it's iconic. You can't cut it. Sex Type Thing.
Oh yeah, yep. That's in there. What are my notes on that song?
God, yes. That's. Yeah, I know you want what's on my dude. That's. There's no denying it. Like
exactly.
Again, like
I could hear it.
I wanted to erase it. I wanted to take it out, but then I played it and I'm like,
you can't.
Exactly.
It was literally it was song 20. Like it was the last one in.
Oh wow.
Right.
And like I just kept coming back to it, and like you hear those first couple notes, and it's like I can't. I couldn't. I couldn't, and it's just that, and look how fired up the three of us got just talking about it. So
exactly.
Like, we're not wrong.
Nope.
So, all right, James.
I want to stay. I think I'm going to go chronological tonight.
Oh.
Just because I think it deserves this, because I think we'll talk about some stuff that we won't necessarily have on the list, but it's good to talk about. I'm going to go with First Kiss on Mars.
Do not have it.
Nope.
Okay, so for me, I just threw down some notes. It's just fun, and it's really good vibes, like right from the jump. Just as soon as that song starts out, it's really, really good vibes. But it also it sounds. It doesn't have the STP sound. It has their more mellow sound, which I think they do have.
They have a handful.
An alternate sound where it's their big loud stuff, but then you go into if they tone it down, there is a definitive difference between what they do with their big stuff versus their mellow stuff.
When I saw them at the Norva, they actually basically had three sets. They had big loud set 1, then they had acoustic set in the middle, and then big loud set 3 or 2. Yeah. So they definitely have like that. They have a handful of softer songs. I'm telling you right up front, I stayed away from most of them. I think because I went with the ones that moved me.
Yep.
But they definitely have that different sound to them. Corey.
All right. I am going to go to Purple for my favorite song by them. And it's just like James was saying. This one starts off slow, but when the hook comes, it smacks you in the face. And it's also on the soundtrack to my favorite movie of all time, The Crow. I'm going Big Empty.
Oh. Yeah, buddy.
I don't have it.
I do. I had to. You have to with these guys for me. Because that opening guitar line.
Yep.
Just.
Such a good song, man. I was actually listening to that on the way here.
Yeah.
Get in the mood.
Right?
Get in the mood.
I got it on a mix CD. Remember back when those were cool? CD burners.
Then yet you keep trying to put CDs out for our radio show. I don't get it. At least go to MP3. Damn.
Nah, man.
Damn, son.
Screw technology.
Yeah. Well, since James already delved into the softer side, I'm going to go with one of the few soft songs I have. I'm going Tiny Music. Again, Tiny Music was tough for me because I love that record. And technically speaking, you probably get a little of everything you need from Stone Temple Pilots from that one record.
Okay.
But, I was good. I cut some stuff from it. This one made it, though. This one's one of the softer jams. I'm going Adhesive.
Do not have it.
Adhesive love. Adhesive. Oh, man.
Sorry, bro.
I even went to sing mode.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, man.
Go on, James.
All right.
With your bad self.
So I don't think I got any more self-titled. So that will take us to Shangri-La-Di-Da. Yeah. Let's go Shangri-La-Di-Da. I'm glad I put all the album things on here. You know what? Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's a song that screams STP. but it's got a little bit of Chris Cornell kind of slotted in there, and there's a little Queens of the Stone Age reference, or a little bit of influence there. I'm gonna go Dumb Love.
I got it.
Yes,
I do not.
yes, I feel good about that because it's one of those. It hits. Mm-hmm. That's a Barry Bonds Covey Cove right there.
I feel like that's a lot of what I went with when I'm putting together my list is, did it hit me?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's Stone Temple Pilots. What they do is they hit you right in the face.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if the song didn't hit me right in the face, I kind of passed it by.
It's kind of meh.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's exactly where I was with that one.
Okay.
Corey?
All right. I will stay on Shangri-La-Di-Da and
Sweet.
play Hollywood Bitch.
I got it.
I do not.
All right.
That one didn't do it for me.
You just don't like the word bitch.
No, it's the word Hollywood that I have a problem with.
Odd.
Yeah, because considering I'm a liberal.
See, now I don't know where to play. Yeah.
Left field. Well, no, what is it? Right field, where they stick the kid that picks flowers?
Supposed to be left field, I think.
No, it's right
one
field.
Of the fields.
It's right field because kids don't hit righty, or kids don't hit the right field and they don't bat lefty.
Well, kids' baseball games, you could put them anywhere and they're not seeing a ton of action.
Well, true.
Especially in the outfield.
That's where you put the kids that suck.
If you get a roller past third base, you're doing something.
All right, let's see. I'm going to go
T-ball practice.
back to core.
Okay.
I'm going Where the River Goes.
Ooh.
Do not have it.
It was the one foray into a longer jam.
No, that was, I think, because I got into all of it today. Like, I just had the time to sit down.
Kid is striking out hard today.
Yeah, man.
Rough night for you, man.
Yeah.
Still early,
But
though, man.
I think
Still early.
This happens when we all three of us get together for this show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you have
I'm
such
older.
a different, you have such a different objective lens than we do.
Yeah.
Or is that a subjective lens?
It's both.
Yeah, it is really.
on-
It really is. You just view it through a different lens than we do.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. It makes me I play myself out a lot.
I think it makes the show interesting, though,
Yeah, for sure.
because I think we talk about more things,
Yeah.
and that's what it's about, right?
But Justin be striking out. I'd be striking out. All right, James?
Yes. Staying in Shangri-La. This is a fun one. The way I kind of describe this one in my notes is it hits you and you think immediately of like Dawson's Creek or Saved by the Bell. Like it's a 90s like comedy TV, like afternoon comedy TV show opening. Mm-hmm. It just it screams Friends all over it. Days of the Week.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But no, man.
I
remember,
don't have it either.
Dude, when that album came out and that song came out, I was like, ugh. Just ugh.
And I like it. I think I like it because it's
So 90s.
so different. Yeah, it's so 90s.
Now,
Like you could watch Ross and Rachel just hanging out doing dumb stuff in your brain.
yeah, Nathan, I'm old, Jack. But like to your point though, coming back to it, like I hated it when it came
Really?
out.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it so much this time, but
Right.
but when I heard it, I'm like, nah, man, that ain't
Can't do it.
Not today.
Not today. Not now. Not never.
Not tomorrow either.
All right, Corey.
All right. I'm going to go back to Purple for one of the kind of lost FM rotations. I remember back in the day at like house parties at a buddy's house, you know, hanging out watching the hot girl who lived across the street who ended up being a lesbian, and it's really a bummer.
I'm dumb. She's a lesbian.
Yep. I'm going Interstate Love Song.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't have it, but that's a good one.
I do. Bow down, down, bow down, bow.
The funny part is, like, I feel like all of their radio tunes, like specifically on the older ones, the ones that are even still in rotation, like I hear them a lot, but like there's a handful that I never care if I hear again.
Right.
But like Sex Type Thing, Interstate Love Song. Like those ones are still good to me.
Yeah.
Right.
And I am sure we're probably going to come across the ones where I'm like, nah.
And we're both going to have them on our list, and you're going to be like, we hate you.
It'll be one of y'all.
It will be both of us. I can guarantee it.
Because I still have a couple chalk left I'm looking at.
I have 7 or 8.
Well, I think I've got 3 or 4 radio tunes, I think, still.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're good.
No. I've got like 5. And you know what? I'm going to play one here. This one I don't think this one gets much spin anymore. And I remember the video vividly with the giant gorilla in it. And it was just, it's a fun video.
Yes.
Again, this is one of those ones that screams. The song itself is a drug reference. It screams Scott Weiland. It screams Stone Temple Pilots. I'm going Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart.
Yes, tripping all day long. That is auto in. That makes me happy.
Well, I mean, because it has all that fun stuff that they do, like oh man, I can't remember the words, but the way he delivers the words, and it's just, I am, I said I'm not myself, I'm not dead and I'm not for sale. Ooh, like when you get there, you're just like,
I'm
word
in. Yep.
You are.
Yeah, but I mean, and I feel like Stone Temple Pilots doesn't take me to that euphoria often, because it's mostly big rock tunes that just kind of hit you in the gut, hit you in the gut.
Yeah.
But that one, like just making that jump from the verse to the chorus, like just the way the guitars go, the way his voice goes, I hit that spot and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm high. I'm right there with you. I'm high.
Right.
Musically, it's right on point. James,
sticking with Shangri-La-Da-Da. This one it's different. It's kind of funky when it starts out. It's a little, and then it gets a little to the rockin', and then it gets to the rage. And I think it's very aptly titled. I'm going to go with Coma.
I got Coma.
Yeah.
That was my last one I cut.
Oh, you bitch.
I'm not bummed it made it through, though.
Yeah. All right. Hey, yeah, we're in the discussion with Coma. Awesome.
Oh, Nathan, so keep your bankroll lottery, eat your salad day deathbed motorcade. That's the Tripping on a Hole.
Yep.
Nathan coming through.
Right?
I think he's with us on that one.
Sweet.
Corey.
All right.
We're doing all right here, gents. It feels like we're not because I struck out so many times, but we're doing all right here. I'm just having I'm playing poorly today.
It's okay.
That's all right. You're a second half team, dude. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here.
Okay.
Nobody's played anything off number 4 yet, so I'm gonna go Sex and Violence.
I got it.
Okay.
Let me check because I've got my list that I wrote down and I've got my master list. Let me check.
I just realized none of us have touched that album, so I wanted to be.
God, number 4 is so good.
Yes.
Arguably my favorite because it is right in It is right there in the Stone Temple Pilots. This is a Stone Temple Pilots record.
The Roadhouse right there.
That is,
the wheelhouse.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. Every song.
Yep.
I think I cut that one though.
You son of a bitch.
I
know. It's cool though. 2 of us got it.
Yep.
We're doing all right, gents. We got 2 in, and we got like 7 for the combo. So like, if we land a couple more, we have a decent little combo here.
Yep. Sex and Violence, and then I have one. I'm missing one more for the combo.
Let's see. Between the Lines, Big Empty, Interstate Love Song, Dumb Love, Hollywood Bitch, Coma.
Hollywood Bitch, that's it.
All right.
I'm trying to write all these down. And
I'm going to take a swing here. And I feel like
swing.
This one was high energy, and that's why I kept it around. I'm going to go Army Ants.
Did not put that one.
Oh, so close.
Because I'm going deep.
So close.
See, and this is where Justin plays himself out. I dig in deep to the records.
You like how playing himself out is a euphemism for shows my age?
Well, I mean, it's not so much showing my age. It's just I'm digging deep into the record instead of sticking to the, like, if I would have just kept Interstate Love Song, like, I thought we'd have that in, and we wouldn't have to worry about it. But
exactly.
No, I was like, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to go deeper into the record, and that's what I do. That's the Justin Wilson play.
Don't outthink the room, Justin.
Yep. See, and that's sometimes that's the thing. Sometimes you have to remember who you're playing with, and I tried to, but I also I didn't want to go. I already was looking at like a lot of radio tunes, and for me that hurts. Yeah, because I know that doesn't always define the band. Yeah. So,
all right, you're playing with the Young Guns this time.
Yeah. I should have remembered that from. Although I feel like we did pretty well with Red Hot Chili Peppers.
We did because we
couldn't find it
because we only did the first albums. Yeah, we didn't do their newer stuff, so we left all of that. Which
to the
honestly,
right?
I'm kind of glad we did because a lot of their newer stuff, I'm just like
not awesome.
It's fine, but
it's good, but it's not Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
It's not Chili Peppers.
So,
all right, James.
All right, softer, easy on the ears, different side of the band. This song again off Shangri-La-Di-Da because I'm going chronologically. This will be the second to last one from that album for me.
Damn, you went deep.
I did. I like that album. Wonderful.
I don't got it.
Don't have it either.
I figured it would be.
That's what you get,
sucker.
You also striked out.
Oh darn. I figure my last one from that album won't be on either of y'all's list either. Yeah. If it is, it's on your list, but that's it.
I'll tell you this much.
Ah, damn.
Nope.
All right.
Corey.
I am going to go with the first two I played off Purple worked, so I'm going to go with my third and final one off Purple. I'm going to play Silver Gun Superman.
Oh, do not have it.
Nope.
All right. Big Ugly X.
Man, that means I got to try to match James here on my Purple tunes.
It'll happen.
All right, where am I going to go here? I'm going to, Corey broke the seal with number 4. I'm going to go back to it, and I'm going to go with one of the radio tunes. Like, I'm pretty sure this is track 1, first of all, so already a bonus. Number 2, remembering it from the radio and remembering it not getting a lot of play from the radio, also a bonus. And number 3, the fact that it still hits me the same way. Mm-hmm. I'm going down. Yep. Nice to meet you. Nice to know you. No?
Nope.
I've got it.
All right,
Corey's
good.
got it. Corey got you covered, buddy.
Told you were second half.
Do I even know you, James?
No, you do not.
Who are you?
Who are I?
All right, James, you're up.
All right, last one from Shangri-La-Di-Da. Transmissions from a Lonely Room.
I actually do have that one.
Yes! Up top. Yes, that makes me happy. That is such a weird song, but it's so good. It's
That's all right. I like weird.
Yeah, it's tinny and it's like wired. It's just
I will tell you this: if I would have brought a fourth from Shangri-La-Di-Da, that would have been the one.
Okay,
all right.
I feel better.
I mean, it was like 30-35 cut, but like if I was going to bring another one, that would have been the one.
Okay, I feel better about my life.
And I mean, it's still in the conversation. The both of y'all had it. So
yeah, exactly. It makes me happy.
We're moving right along here, gents. Corey?
All right.
Get into the good stuff.
I know James doesn't have it because he's already played everything off self-titled. And Justin, I'm pretty sure you don't either since I know you don't like it. But this is one of the ones that I really, really liked going through all of these. I'm going Huckleberry Crumble.
Man.
I cut that one too.
Immediately, it does the STP thing and it smacks you in the face.
You're 100% right. But here's the problem. Here's what happened with the self-titled record. The only one that stuck was Between the Lines because it's a track one and that one literally right in the face.
Right.
And it rages. Good. Yeah. But the rest of it, like I'm listening to it and I'm like, man, I can get most of this from anywhere else.
Yeah.
Anywhere else. So that's what happened. But that one definitely was on the short list for that record.
I also really like the name.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I also liked Hickory Dichotomy.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Where am I going to go here?
That's the influence of drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. We're over here talking about how cool it is.
Yeah.
Unless you want really good lyrics in your songs.
Yeah. If you can play guitar, totally do drugs. Because
unless you want to be a rock star.
Do all the drugs.
Yep.
Oh,
We're horrible.
Take a bath in
we
Paris.
are terrible, terrible people.
We're going straight to
Right?
hell.
We are awful.
Oh, wait,
people.
here we are.
Man, STP really does the track one thing well. So I'm going to play another one. We'll see if we land it. Meat Plow.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
Really?
Yep.
Yes. We're all in on Meat Plow. I think the name did it for
Yeah.
her.
Wow, that's a dark horse.
Dude, it's so
Get unanimous.
It's so grungy and dark.
Yeah, dude.
It's so
Yep.
I'm number one. I'm happy that one of you had it, but the fact that it got in, that's insane.
It's a strong track one, like you were saying, man.
Yeah,
I'm
it
also
is.
a track one guy.
You know,
So-
and they are an outstanding. Well, in this big sound, they don't lose that through the rest of the record either.
no.
Right.
Like I feel like almost all their albums are all track ones. Like they could be. It could
Right.
work. And I mean, you could rearrange them any way. And I don't know, man. It's that big rock sound, and I don't care how many times I got to say it. James,
Let's go to number 4.
can't believe Meat Plow got in. That is so bad.
That is awesome. I like that song. It's great. Number 4. Or from the album number 4. I'm going Heaven and Hot Rods.
Yep.
Don't have it.
Typical
but it goes through.
STP sound and ridiculous lyrics.
Also a radio tune.
Yes.
Yep.
Again, that one was hard to cut. Like I kept going back to it. I'm like, it's a radio tune. I need to cut it.
But
But I feel like a lot of the number 4 stuff didn't get a lot of play, and so like it didn't. I didn't wear out on it. You know, coming back to it.
Yeah.
All right, Corey.
All right. I'm going to go to Core. I'm also going to go FM rotation back in the day. Go Wicked Garden.
Wicked Garden. I want to run through your wicked garden.
That was really tough for me to walk away from. Really.
Did you
tough.
walk away from
I
it?
walked away from it.
Wow.
I had to.
Well, that's you and me, Corey. We got it in there.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah. Dude, yeah.
I will start.
I got the Wicked Garden in there.
The Garden,
The
kid.
Garden. Can you see like a child?
See, the problem there was I had it narrowed down to, do I want to bring in Wicked Garden or do I want to bring in Sex Type Thing?
Okay.
Sex type thing, yeah.
Yes, out of the two.
Sex
Yeah.
Type Thing is so iconic. I had to.
Yeah,
Yep.
and we got sex type thing in, so.
See?
Yep.
All right.
All right, my turn.
Yeah. No, you don't get the ball.
I'm gonna go deep here, and it's the last one from Tiny Music. I feel
Going balls deep.
Yeah, and I mean this one has a little mix of everything. It's on both sides of the. I'm going Art School Girl.
Don't have it.
I got a girlfriend. She goes to art school.
It's a dope tune, though.
Girlfriend, yeah. I told you 5 or 4 times. I told you 5 or 4 times.
I don't get it.
That's all right. I didn't think that one was going to land.
It's a dope tune, but I don't have it.
Man, you guys don't have the love for the Tiny Music like I do.
No.
Because I'm old.
Yeah, that's that old guy shit. The Get Off My Lawn album.
Totally. You ain't kidding, Jack.
That was good. I'm going to stick with the girl theme for this, though.
All right.
I'm going to stick in the number 4 album. I'm going to go Sour Girl.
Ugh. Just ugh.
Really?
Yeah. And there's only one other song
don't
I'm
have
going
it.
to ugh to.
Ah, you.
Sour Girl's one of them, and there's another one, hopefully, that you guys don't play.
Which we will.
I
want us to play it so I can hear which one it is, though.
I do not care if I ever hear Sour Girl ever again.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Visceral hatred.
Yeah,
man.
dude. Like it's just so much overplayed. Just and you know, it gets so much love from so many people. I'm like, but why? Like, there's so many better tunes.
Please explain.
It's. I mean, I'm taking the hipster out on it. I get it, but like, man, it's like Big Lebowski. Anything but the Eagles, man. Anything but this shit out of here. All right, Corey.
Fine.
All right.
Hey, I wasn't the only one who didn't have it. So
Yeah, I know. Swing and a miss.
I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna go Core. I'm Plush.
I don't got it.
I got it.
I don't have that hatred for it though.
Okay. Well, the dogs to find her. I got time.
Because there's some that I've got
wait
that I
for
know aren't going to go
tomorrow
through. So
to
kind of looking at what I got
find
left.
To find it. Well, the dogs do find her.
I don't know where you guys are, but I got 5 left.
1.
I've got 3, and I'm damn sure that like 2 of them aren't going to get played.
4, 5, 6. I've either got 6 or 7, depending on if I've said one already.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to trot this one out here because I still have, I think, 2 radio tunes left, and I'm going to trot this one out. Now, this one has some nostalgic value to it for me because in my band Stale, we used to play this song, and so like I've got that going for me, and it's just a great tune. I'm going on Glued.
Yes.
Do not have it.
Come on, Glued.
Dude, like it just hits straight out of the gate.
Yep.
It's just bam in your face. Bam in your face.
All right, so it's around though. I'm
Make a good jam band.
Yeah, with a mouse.
With a
Wait
mouse.
a second. Phrasing.
It's a different type of jam.
Ew.
Hi-yo.
All right, James.
Have I said Hazy Days yet?
No, you have not.
Damn, I missed that one out of the self-titled album. But Hazy Days, it's a good one for
It
me.
is, and I had it late, but I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I mean it's again typical STP. It's really high energy, great tune. So I mean I'm not upset that it didn't make it, but just I liked it.
Yeah, sometimes you sacrifice some for the conversation.
Yeah.
Corey?
I'm going to go back to Shangri-La-Di-Da, and I know
really?
you don't have this because you said all yours had already been played. Justin, I can't remember if you did or not, but I'm going to roll the dice on Hello, It's Late.
Nope.
All right. Big Ugly X.
Hello, you're out.
I figured that would happen.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like this is the last heavy hitter.
Man.
That could be on all 3 of ours.
Oh man.
Because I feel like the rest of mine are not.
Oh
That's a
man.
guarantee. Flies in the Vaseline we are. I got Vaseline.
Vaseline.
Don't have it.
Oh,
Wow.
Really? Okay.
Flies in the Vaseline we are.
Are you got it, James?
Yeah. That's in the conversation. Like my top 5 is all in the conversation, and then it hits Trippin', which is in, and then Interstate Love Song, which is conversation piece again.
Yep.
Jeez,
I'm
this
down
is
to my
weird.
last 3.
How many do we have in?
3.
Just the 3?
Yep.
All right, and then
We've got a lot in the discussion, though,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
8, 9.
We're
10,
doing
11.
just fine.
We've got 12, 13 in the discussion.
That's
Yeah.
So and we got to pick 8 out of that.
7.
7.
And then
I can count.
how many do you have left, James? 'Cause I think you said 6 last time. So
yeah,
you
but we pulled off Unglued and Hazy Days and Vaseline just now. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So how about you empty out your clip, Corey? Because I think you should only have 2 left, right?
Yeah, and I know neither of them's going to work. So my last 2 are Black Again, and I actually went sleeper with Bipolar Bear.
Oh, no.
I have neither of those.
Yeah.
Not even on my radar. But again, sometimes you sacrifice a few for the conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
There are people like Jenny Zell who take every song that we say, and she'll put it into her conversation just for listening later. So
Right.
Which I highly recommend. And here's another thing. I'm going to get on the soapbox here for a second.
Soapbox.
Lots of people say they love this program. Don't just listen to the ones that we're talking about a band that you like. I'm saying, like, the conversation is always good and always fun. And even if it's a band that you think you don't care about, just listen to the conversation. You know, maybe from the love of the panel, you might decide to give that band a chance. And you might find a band that you actually thought you hated, but you actually like.
Right.
Exactly.
Just saying. You never know. Point to the brain.
Never ever know.
All right, I'm going to clear out my clip here. I got No Way Out,
No.
Piece of Pie,
No.
and Crack a Man.
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't think so. You want to clear yours out just so you can, James?
So Atlanta for me. That's
a good one.
That track just really, I think, speaks more to me than it does like anything else. Just because like Atlanta is one of my favorite cities, and the song is badass. Lady Picture Show.
Oh, God. That's the other one. Yep.
That's the other one.
I never, ever want to hear it ever again.
Lady Picture Show. I've got Sin.
That one was...
Sin is a jammer. That is such a jammer. And then, and last but not least, I saved it for last. I am...
I'm surprised.
How did we not get Dead and Bloated?
I got to be honest. I assumed that you guys would have it, so I kept Dead and Bloated.
I know it's radio, but it's not one of my favorites by them. I'm okay with it.
Smelling like a rose that somebody gave me.
Doesn't matter if we care because it's out. Yep. Throw it over there. It's in the trash can, Jack. All right, but we have a nice little conversation here. Let me clear out this thing, and then we'll get to it here.
All right, that's what she said.
Hey now.
The piss guys are so inappropriate on this show.
Yeah.
But guess what? That's our show.
Exactly.
You guys are also very inappropriate on your show,
Exactly.
so it works.
We're even more inappropriate on our show.
Yep.
I mean,
it's 2 hours of offensive.
We're the ones ripping our own leg hair and armpit hair out.
It's been a while since you guys done that. Are you guys giving that one up because
we'll get back to some humiliating stuff probably during football season.
It's a lot harder when monetary things are when it's a monetary issue.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, and it's one of those
Believe
things.
me, I know.
You know, if I had the disposable funds to just for us to do dumb
stuff,
shit every week, then I would. But for this, it's like meh.
Yeah, you got to go out by Nair. You know.
Yeah, that's not a thing I ever want to do again.
Yeah.
All right, so the three that are in: Sex Type Thing, Tripping on a Hole, and the sleeper, Meat Plow. I can't believe
Meat Plow.
I am so excited that Meat Plow got in on the unanimous.
That's
tip.
the 8 seed, man.
We didn't have to work it in. It just it got there.
Yeah.
NC State or Villanova.
Yep. Nah, dude, Villanova's.
I gotta tell you, looking at this, like Tripping on a Hole,
the
only representation from Tiny Music. I mean, it was a unanimous, so I'm glad, but nothing else made it. All right.
Wow, you're right.
All right, so let's...
That shows you where our priorities lie.
You sons of... Well, I mean, if we're going to pull one, that's the one.
True.
Yep.
All right, so let's start walking these down. We got Between the Lines, Big Empty, Interstate Love Song, Vaseline, Unglued, Dumb Love, Hollywood Bitch, Coma, Transmissions from a Lonely Room, Plush, Wicked Garden, Sex and Violence, Heaven and Hot Rods, Down.
That's a hell of a list.
This is going to be tough, man.
All right, and we need to get 7 out of that. Now, I'm tempted to go to bat for Between the Lines.
Yeah.
Number one being the only thing out of self-titled in the discussion.
Yeah.
Right.
Number 2, it's a track one. I get the feeling that if Corey went back and listened to it, it would probably hit him the right way after this conversation.
Can we? Are we not doing clips anymore?
We can.
Yeah, let's do a little clip. Just bring it right out of the gate.
Oh, why is Spotify not open?
Because reasons.
Yeah. Because we're live and it would be handy.
Yeah.
Because radio and live stuff. Duh.
Because it's me, let's be honest.
It's not Murphy's Law anymore. It's Justin's Law.
Yeah. Because everyone and everything hates me.
Justin's rule of thumb. If it's going to fuck up, it'll fuck up twice. Here's one I'm going to throw you guys, and this will probably, like, Corey, this will probably hurt you, and Justin will. Here we go.
I'm all right with that.
Sounds so good.
I dig it. It was one of the last few I left off, so I'm okay with putting that through.
Sounds so good. Even when we used to take. Even when we used.
I mean,
to
it's on that track one tip.
Right.
It's a great start to a record. It is right in the. It's
the wheelhouse.
An STP song.
Yep.
It's
a tone setter.
It's everything you want from it.
Yep.
You said you had one you wanted to trot out, James.
So, well, okay. So to Corey, this might hurt. To me, this hurts like this is the most hurtful thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And to you, this will probably shock the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm.
This is my go-to song for karaoke.
Really? Okay.
But because of the overplayed on the radio and because everybody knows it, I am willing to cut Plush.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because the only case that I can make for it beyond this point is the fact that it's got a little bit of story behind the lyrics, and the lyrics themselves are fascinating.
Yeah.
You know, if you actually sit down and read those lyrics, if you don't understand the context behind what he's talking about, because there's that whole Seattle murder thing that he's talking about in the lyrics, it's a very lyrically deep song.
Yeah.
But because of the overplay, because everybody and their mother has heard it,
Yeah.
I'm willing to drop it.
I also don't think it's like a definitive enough sound. Like, I mean, especially we already got Sex Type Thing.
Right.
Yeah. I think Interstate Love Song and Big Empty have more of the definitive STP sound than Plush does.
Those are the two those are my babies.
I say so. Big Empty and Interstate.
I think those two need to
Those are my babies.
automatically be in.
Especially Big Empty.
See, now we have a problem because, like, I feel like Unglued has a place in there too. Hold on.
What are you playing?
I need to hear Big Empty and Interstate.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's my baby, man. I love that song.
Driving faster in my...
There it is.
Way too long. Way too long. Bow down.
If we're debating between the two, Big Empty, hands down.
Okay.
Okay.
Interstate Love Song's one of those ones where it's just like, I don't mind it, but like I've heard it so many effing times in my life.
Right. Do you want to sacrifice Interstate Love Song then for Unglued?
Well, I mean, that's the thing is we can save Interstate Love Song still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but Big Empty can
Yeah,
push.
I feel like we can push Big Empty through.
Yeah. So Between the Lines and Big Empty. So we've got 5 spots left. Plush is gone. Interstate Love Song is still in the discussion. Can we play Hollywood Bitch and Sex and Violence? Because you guys had those two, I did not. And Down. Can we play those 3 so I can hear them?
Where's my list? Hollywood Bitch. Here's Down.
I feel like a big time wrestler's about to come out of the Jumbotron. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. And then Sex and Violence.
God, that one's good.
And then you've got Vaseline, you got Wicked Garden, you got Dumb Love, Coma, Transmissions.
Now, at this point, we've already got Sex Type Thing and Big Empty in. I'm willing to let go of Vaseline.
Okay.
I mean, like, we don't want to get too radio heavy here either.
Yeah. I'm down, Corey.
That works for me.
Okay.
Plus, it keeps Interstate
That's one of the
Love
ones I
Song
don't think I had.
for, like, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit longer.
I think between the 3 of those, if I had to pick one to go in, to automatically go in, it would be Down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we want to push that?
I'm
Works
down.
for me.
Okay.
Hey.
You're down to push down?
I see what you did there.
God, again, track 1. Ooh,
Yep.
Yeah.
such a tone setter.
Corey, you probably need to listen to a couple of these. At least Dumb Love, Coma, Transmissions, and Heaven and Hot Rods.
Yeah, let me get Heaven and Hot Rods. Because Coma was one of the fringe ones.
Yeah. Heaven and Hot Rods is fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in your face.
Yeah.
Pow! Right in the kisser. Pow! Right in the kisser.
I mean, it's typical STP fare, but like that's what we're after here. I think.
Right.
Yeah. And then, do we have a Shangri-La-Di-Da song in there?
No, but we do have the 4 for the conversation. So, but nothing was unanimous.
What do we have? We have Transmissions. We've got
Dumb Love, Hollywood Bitch, and Coma.
Okay.
I had 3 of those. The only one I didn't have was Transmissions.
See, and I had that.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to look at what we can cut from that album. You had...
Although between Hollywood Bitch and Transmissions, I lean Hollywood Bitch. Just because, again, I feel that's more STP.
Yeah.
Can we play Transmissions again? Because I want to see if I can get the same feeling that I got when I heard it.
That's where they lost me. And it's fine because it's okay to be different. Mm-hmm. And especially in a later record.
And see, that's where it hooked me.
Yeah.
Is I think, I honestly, I would go that over Hollywood Bitch.
Let's start trimming these down then.
Yeah.
Because we've got 4. There's no way all 4 are going through. Dumb Love, Hollywood Bitch, Coma, Transmissions. What do you think? 2? Drop 2 of those?
That would work for me. Coma I would want to put through probably out of those.
And if we've got Down already, we can probably drop Dumb Love.
Yeah, I agree. Actually,
because it's STP.
Yeah,
right.
But Down and Meat Plow.
Yeah, we've already
are already STP.
Right.
So Dumb Love we can drop. And what was the other one?
Now, Corey's, did you not have Coma? You're willing to put it?
One of the. Yeah, I'm willing to put it through. That was one of my final cuts.
But it comes down to Coma, Transmissions, and Hollywood Bitch.
Yeah.
He said he's willing to let's put through Coma, and that means Hollywood Bitch or Transmissions, which I think was the argument you guys were having.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, I lean Hollywood Bitch, he leans Transmissions, so you could be the tiebreaker there.
God, that sucks.
And you had both of those songs, didn't you?
I had Hollywood Bitch. I didn't have Transmissions.
You didn't have Transmissions. Okay. Damn it, I lose.
And I mean, again, having listened, like the little like weird thing they did there. Not that it was bad. It just to me it doesn't scream STP. It's not going to turn somebody on to STP. I don't think.
I feel you.
I think Hollywood Bitch is more apt to.
Okay.
All right, so we're going Coma and Hollywood Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So that leaves us Sex and Violence, Wicked Garden, Heaven and Hot Rods, and Unglued for 2 spots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
All right, which ones again? Because there's a couple.
Sex and Violence, Wicked Garden, Heaven and Hot Rods, Unglued.
Okay, there's the one I forgot to scratch off.
I feel like we don't need both Sex and Violence and Heaven and Hot Rods. So which one do we feel?
Can we hear him again? Just like the beginnings? Because, that...
Heaven and Hot Rods. Sex and Violence. Oh, they're right on par with each other.
Yeah.
Shit.
I had Sex and Violence. I did not have Heaven and Hot Rods. You had Heaven and Hot Rods, but did not have Sex and Violence, right?
Yeah.
And I had both.
Do you want the wong wong or do you want the wang wang? That's literally the difference between those two.
Well, the advantage to Heaven and Hot Rods is literally this. Bah!
Yep. I mean, I'm okay with Heaven and Hot Rods.
But at the same time,
Sex and Violence.
Yep.
Shit.
That one's way harder. One is way harder than it needs to be.
Shall we flip a coin?
I almost feel like
Honestly, we should. For this one, I think it's apt to flip a coin. Who's got a coin?
Not me.
yeah, who carries coins anymore?
Yeah.
Right? People who drink 40s on the street corner. Duh.
Out of paper bags.
And then the people that give them coins.
Or throw coins at them.
Oh.
Don't do that, kids.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't.
Corey already does.
So I mean, we've got
Maybe once or twice.
we've got two that we can put through.
Yeah.
Look, man, I love Wicked Garden as much as the next guy. But we can put through Sex and Violence and Heaven and Hot Rods and lose Unglued and Wicked Garden.
But see, here's the thing: is I think because Dead and I am going to actually go to bat for Wicked Garden because we need a song that sounds like that. Because you've got Wicked Garden, you've got Dead and Bloated, you've got what else missed out? I'm trying to see. Sour Girl. Although it's a little less.
That's Justin's favorite.
But I think there's and we're missing Plush. I want that wailing growl. I want the Scott growl in there. And I don't feel that we... Got him. I don't feel we get that with the current lineup because we've dropped Plush. We lost Dead and Bloated.
Yeah.
I think we need a growler in there.
You know, you make a fair point. Let's pop Wicked Garden through.
All right, works for me. I had it.
Yeah.
That'll work.
And now let the blood shed.
Right? So we're down to
Sex and Violence,
Heaven and Hot Rods.
Oh, shit. Can we hear Unglued again? So we can get hit for even more money?
Just run the tab up while we're here.
That's the idea. Some bitch. Over me. See, I would go Unglued over the other two. But that's for Corey, because Corey doesn't have it. He wants his Sex and Violence.
Man.
In more than one way.
I will cut Heaven and Hot Rods, and I will advocate for Unglued.
Oh, that's tough.
You're welcome.
Because I got all three of them.
Hi, Tidebreaker.
Right.
I know you do. I'll drop Heaven and Hot Rods.
So it's down to Sex and Violence and Unglued.
And advocate for Unglued. Unless something else can come out of the automatics.
I mean, unless we want to lose Meat Plow. But
No.
No.
That was the song. That was the song.
I feel like we can't lose Big Empty just because it's like that.
No.
That one sound.
No.
Down's got to stay there.
Yep.
Between the lines.
So I mean, do we lose either Hollywood Bitch or Coma to get both of them in? I mean, or do we?
Would we want to sacrifice Hollywood Bitch or Coma
to get both Unglued and Sex and Violence
in?
Of those two.
Which one would you rather sacrifice, or which one would you rather keep in?
Or would you rather just keep one?
I would rather sack Hollywood Bitch and go Sex and Violence and Unglued.
So I guess this is the question, Corey. Mm-hmm. Do you feel stronger about Hollywood Bitch or Sex and Violence?
Sex and Violence.
So let's lose Hollywood Bitch, put Sex and Violence through, put Unglued through. Sound like a plan?
And we have a list. And Heaven and Hot Rods, I love you, buddy, but adios. It's Down, Between the Lines, Big Empty, Wicked Garden, Coma, Unglued, Tripping on a Hole in Paper Heart, Sex Type Thing, and Meat Plow. Fucking Meat Plow.
Right?
Yeah, we couldn't get rid of that, man. That was the oh shit moment.
That was the greatest moment.
And you know what? Like, Shangri-La needs to be proud at this moment.
Why?
There was 4 songs in the conversation. 1 made it through. 2 had made it through, but we pulled one out.
Yeah.
Like, considering like what I said heading into this conversation.
True.
Yeah.
About
considering
self-titled.
You hate that album?
I mean, comparatively.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that these songs stuck around this long.
Yeah.
I mean, and one still got through.
It's a strong showing. It is.
I want to run through your wicked garden.
So let's run it down. Sex Type Thing. Like there's no getting past that. That one had to.
That's a lock.
Wicked Garden, Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart.
Lock.
Meat Plow. The I can't believe that, but
we all love
happy.
that song.
Yeah. Unglued.
We should listen to Meat Plow after this, off air.
Yeah,
just all 3 of us after this show.
Unglued, Big Empty, Between the Lines, Some Violence, Down, and Coma. It's a strong 10. I think if you listen to those 10, you are going to like Stone Temple Pilots. And again, like you may have like a preconceived notion about what Stone Temple Pilots is, from the radio tunes. And again, we've got plenty of radio tunes in here. Maybe it's time to revisit them because I enjoyed this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was. You showed us a different side of yourself today, Justin.
Oh, did I?
You did.
Which one?
Left center. You embraced your radio tunes today.
Well, nice. I feel like with a band like STP, you kind of have
tough
to.
Not to, yeah.
Because you listen to their discography, and a lot of it's the same anyway.
Right.
So it's like, why not revisit these radio tunes?
Did you ever have their greatest hits album?
Thank Yous, right? I think that's what it's called.
I had that album, and 14 out of the 15 songs on it are radio hits, and they only have 71 songs.
Yeah.
So it's like if we didn't get radio songs in this set,
you don't have an accurate representation.
We were actually doing a disservice.
I think so too.
And they're one of the first bands of our generation that I fell in love with.
Mm-hmm.
Them, and I know you guys kind of knocked them at the beginning of the show, but them and Pearl Jam.
I like Pearl Jam.
They were
They
were the first to. He's the Pearl Jam hater.
He's the Negative Nancy.
I wouldn't call myself a Pearl Jam hater, but I'm a Smashing Pumpkins fan.
Right.
And people put Pearl Jam up on this pedestal, and as a Pumpkins fan, I'm like, but the Pumpkins are better.
Right.
I'm
that
just saying
voice.
so.
I think it's a voice preference too.
Yeah, I like a unique voice, not a fake Elvis voice. Don't call me daughter. It's not fair to.
Don't call me daughter. Get off my lawn.
No, that's definitely fair. But I feel like a lot of those songs, like a lot of the bands from the 90s, the Frogs did it famously. Now I can't, with a voice like John Lennon and something about, but they definitely have that and it spawned its own thing.
Yes,
like Creed came from it, Nickelback, all that.
Yep.
Thanks Pearl Jam.
Yeah, they did. They spawned a lot of shit. They did.
Hey! I like Creed. Okay.
Oh God, dude.
I don't know.
Is that going to be a tell me why?
Maybe not. Because I think I haven't heard a Creed song in a while, but at one point, and maybe I still like What If. I don't know. I haven't heard it in a long time.
What if you did?
Yeah.
What?
But really, it's because of. Can't find a rhyming or a reason.
Oh shit!
It gets everybody, man.
Yeah. Oh man,
that was good. That was a classic deprogram moment.
All right, so I still feel good about this. I feel good about our list. I feel like if you weren't a Stone Temple Pilots fan coming in, then if you were, cool that you're checking out the show. But if you weren't, I prefer people who weren't Stone Temple Pilots fans checking this out. Get yourself into the band. Next week, we're doing Depeche Mode. This one will be interesting. I've got Alfredo calling in from the Skype, and Brian's coming in for the first time into the studio. Looking forward to that. I'm going to immediately have to start diving in because it's not like STP where it's like swift listens.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Looking at the song times, it doesn't seem like they venture out too far. But musically, it might be.
What even is Depeche Mode?
It's a good question. I'm going to find out next week.
This guy.
You're going to want to tune in.
Damn it.
10 p.m. Tuesday.
See, now I got to listen to it beforehand.
See?
Yeah, I've heard of them, but honestly, I couldn't name a single song by them.
Asshole.
Well, you know what's funny is, and I can't wait to talk to him about this, I saw him posting today about Depeche Mode, Alfredo, and he goes, I don't even know why I like Depeche Mode. Like, he's having a hard time explaining it. So I am very much looking forward to this.
Right.
Because I think discussion-wise, it's going to be interesting hearing him like try to explain it. And
out loud.
Yeah, and it's not even like a please explain, because this is discovery for me. So all I'll say is, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here, but Deprogrammed is always a good conversation.
Yes.
No matter who the panel is, no matter what the band is, you will hear about something that you either A, didn't know about, or B, just something fun.
Yep.
Like today's episode, I think, was a lot of fun.
Hell
It
yeah.
was. It was kind of like one of our episodes.
Right?
It was like
Only less swearing.
Yeah, it was a piss and a half show.
Less, yeah, slightly less cussing. All right, so we're going to dip on out of here. But remember, if you want to help this station, the best way you can do so is, God, this sucks, monetarily.
Tones Temple Lipots.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. We have T-shirts. There's only like a handful left of the original DMF T-shirts. When those are gone, they're going to go away. We're going to move on to different shirts. So actually, you know what? Help us clear out our inventory,
Boom,
and we'll move on to the next. We've got some YMS sweatpants. We've got some other shirts, like if you want to donate $15, you can get one of these shirts. You know, no big whoop. I think we're going to be out and about at the Gloom Show this Saturday. If you want to come get a shirt in person, we'll be there. And I talked to Brian today, and he said, yeah, go ahead and bring your shirts and sell stuff at my show. What a guy. I'm just saying. It's cool. So come on out. We've got a Square reader, so if you don't have cash, we can take your card. Because who are we to judge?
You just call it a Square reader?
Yeah.
That is so awesome. I've never heard it called that.
What do you call it?
Yeah.
The swipey thing?
Yeah. I don't know. The thing you put your card in.
That is so Corey. That is so.
I never knew it had a term. I just knew, and now they have the chips, so I just knew it as the thing you stick it in, which can also be two things.
Yes.
So
they have Square chip readers now too. I haven't invested in it.
I hate the chip reader card.
Stick-it-itery.
Square readers.
Oh boy.
See, this is
Lovely.
also why you should listen, kids. You learn stuff.
You learn stuff. All right. With all that being said, all right, y'all, have a good week and learn them and love them, people. Depeche Mode next week. We'll see you.